Hi, Libra. I pulled out a special spread for you guys tonight, and I didn't know what it was about until I laid all the cards out, all of them. And I'm titling this reading, You Just Ended Your Karmic Cycle. So I know that not all of you are in this exact place. I know this because the majority of my personal readings are for Libras and Sagittarius because of this channel. Thank you all so much for booking private readings with me. I love talking to you guys. I love helping you go through change and see you blossom and turn into amazing people. So I know that some of you are getting into a really good place. And I think that others of you are about to join other Libras that have gotten some balance. So if you feel like you've just closed out like a whopper of a karmic cycle, this reading is for you. And it is good for the sun, rising moon, and Venus sign of Libra. Sorry that my intro was so long. I just wanted to talk to you guys for a second because I know that this isn't going to resonate with everybody. Just for those of you, if you just finished out one hell of a karmic cycle and you're just a little stuck, maybe this reading will help you. And if you're a cross watcher that just finished out a shitty cycle with a Libra, maybe this will help you. The first two pieces of advice that Spirit has for you in what you need to surrender to, I think this is what you're learning about this past cycle that you just finished out, because the world is here and the wheel is here and justice is here and temperance is here. You've just done your time, Libra. And Spirit, the universe is letting you out. You've done your time. Justice is served. You don't even have parole. Go forth, human, and make it look good. You have a good chance now. So surrender to unhealthy relationships and surrender to what is. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. You also just need to surrender to what is right now. You guys are showing me the Four of Cups at the center of everything. So I think that you're just a little stuck, like recouping after this serious karmic cycle has played out. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. So some of you really need to just stop fighting it. Like, it's over, it's done. That unhealthy relationship, that shitty job, that living situation that you didn't like, that family member that you finally needed to just forgive but let out of your life, it's over. You can't fight it anymore. Just compassionately accept it. And that's where the peace will come. Like, look, he's about to brand himself here. Like, you just surrender to the toxicity and surrender to what is right now. A lot of my clients, they get out of an unhealthy cycle that they're miserable in, but they're still a little bit obsessed with their ex. And the first thing they say to me is, when is new love coming in? And I'm like, you need to fricking stop with that. Just stop. New love will come. If you want new love the second a terrible relationship ends, I've been doing this for 27 years, you guys. I guarantee you, you'll get into another shitty relationship. Don't go scrambling for the next one. Just surrender to what is, because you've been playing the unhealthy relationship game. Spirit's not going to reward you with something new. Not right away. Not until you heal. And there's healing that needs to be done. I know that that's harsh to hear, but I don't mess around. I've been doing this so long that I just can't sugarcoat it anymore. And I'm kind of being harsh with you because of the cards that came out second. Change and blame. Change came in reverse. By the way, surrender to what is came in the reverse too. So some of you are fighting the shit out of it. You're fighting it. Don't fight it. You're getting your karma if you fight it. Don't fight it. Stop stalking them online. Stop thinking about them all day. You're going to fuck up your own karma. You will. I promise you, you will. Trust me, I've done it. So just let it go. Surrender to the change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. You have to move if you want change. This guy, yes, something just ended for him, but he's not moving. So when you're ready to move, then the change will come. And blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. No one else is responsible for your well-being but you. And FYI, no one is responsible for your emotions but you. When we stay in toxic cycles, we allow other people to hurt us, but we're in charge of that. Like, you yourself let it happen. So don't blame anyone else but yourself, and don't fight the change. And again, I know that's so harsh and so hard to hear, but it's kind of one of those tough love things. So I wanted to see what the love oracles had to say to us. Sidetracked, shallow, and shattered. There were delays in your past cycle. There were distractions. Maybe you wanted to make a change, or your person, or whatever the situation was. It just, there were distractions and delays. It became superficial. You got bored. It became shallow. Whatever you were doing was shallow. This shattered you. It caused damage. It broke your heart. You felt destroyed. And I was like, once the oracle cards came out, I was like, I can't film this. This is shit. They'll hate me. And they're like, no, no, do it. Just do it. What's coming in next for you, Libra, is clarity, vows, and better off, honesty, intention, truth, commitment, promises, and fidelity, even if it's just commitment to yourself, yo. And you're better off. Happiness, perspective, and a clear headspace. Is the drama and the excitement present anymore? No, it's not. And when drama goes away, our brain gets bored. It's like, where's the fear that I have of my shitty boss or that person that's cheating on me all the time? That's gone. What do I do? Like, are you sure we're better off? You're better off. You really are. This was the cycle you just wrapped up. It was shallow, it shattered you, and it sidetracked you from what you're meant to be doing. And now you have clarity. You will have clarity. What came out, they told me to read all in the upright. They told me that it would be fine to read in the upright. The Four of Cups and Death. I have the World at the bottom of the deck. So this is a huge life review kind of moment for some of you. Like, whoa, this cycle has ended. And I have to just sit, and think about it. The reason you're just sitting and thinking about it is because you're contemplating the death and the rebirth, the Scorpio energy. We are in Scorpio season. Out of the ashes, the phoenix does rise. And you're thinking about maybe the one that got away or what's about to come in next. Can you have a rebirth? Deep past. The Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, I clarified this with the Five of Cups. So for some of you, you're very concerned about maybe your kids. Some of you are upset because you want to have kids and get married and you haven't. Or some of you are worried about your child. This might have happened in your childhood. The Page of Cups can sometimes be a broken dream when I read in the reverse. So, or it was simply that you really saw potential in a connection and you have a lot of regrets. This actually resonates with me. I don't like to think past more than a decade in my past, or it feels like this. I have regrets too, big time. So I can see that you guys are regretting that something didn't come to fruition or something that was like this ended. Recent past, current, like deep within. I got the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. I clarified it with the Nine of Swords. So some of you are really anxious about accepting a new offer. This could even be a new job and you're like, oh my God, I'm hanging in there. I have to get this new job. Or maybe you've just gotten something new. Or even if it's a relationship, you're like, when is the new relationship going to come in? Or if it's coming in, you're like, Jesus Christ, I don't know if I can do this. Like, it could be any one of those scenarios. Your advice from Spirit and what your highest version of yourself is telling you, that's what I call this placement. Your highest crowning thought, the highest version of yourself, your very soul is telling you this. Two of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune and Justice. This was your choice. This is your karma and your destiny. Here you are, Libra. Justice has been served. Sometimes this feels like shit, right? But it can also mean that Spirit might have blocked something with the Two of Swords here in order for you to stop and make a choice. Now you have a choice. You have the choice to ride that Wheel of Fortune like it's a golden pony. Like, really, knowing that there will be ups and downs, knowing that you have to be fair and balanced. and make really smart choices. That's intense. When the wheel and justice come out for me, it's karmic justice. It's a karmic justice cycle complete. I know it's complete because the world is here. The bottom of the deck for me is the world. And I also see the chariot moving on to victory and feeling in total alignment with yourself, with the lovers as well. What's coming in for you? The Queen of Swords to the Five of Swords. Now, for some of you, this is some bitch that did you wrong, and you are mad, or you have to come up with a really good solution and fight through a lot of bullshit to make a major change. You've had to. Maybe it's made you feel a little cut off and icy. You might be still hanging on to some resentment. Ask yourself, how can I be direct and be clear and have good boundaries moving forward? And it's not a competition. Do I want to be right or do I want to be happy? Well, we all want to be right, but sometimes it's a sacrifice. So I'm seeing that like you guys are going to be a little clammed up maybe, but maybe it's what you have to do. Someone might be mad at you, Libra. Like maybe you won. Maybe you're the winner here. You know, I could read it that way too. But the way you see yourself, that's where I got a little sad, but it gets so good, you guys. The Page of Swords to the Ten of Swords, you're really on guard about being hurt. You're really on guard. For some of you, you're worried about someone else in your life. I picked up on that just slightly just now, but you can't do anything to help them. And maybe no one ever came to help you either. And I think you're really worried about being hurt again. I think you're afraid to communicate or explore something new. The Page of Swords is a wonderful energy where we think of new ideas and new ways to communicate. Something really tickles us intellectually and we want to go and explore it and discover more, and you're like, but the pain. It's almost like he just came upon a scene like a bad accident and he's like, good lord, what fresh hell is this? And I think that that's kind of how you maybe feel and worried about it happening again, I think. So this Queen of Swords and the Five of Swords might be like a defense mechanism. Here's what's happening in the environment, hidden factors that you are not aware of. This gave me the heebie jeebies. Like I looked over my shoulder, I thought something was in the room with me. The moon and the devil. Libra, the hidden factor that you're not aware of is that something is around you that you didn't see that was not good for you. It wasn't good for you, and it's elusive. You might have bad dreams this weekend as well. You're protected. The angel of the divine is here. And death is here as well. Death is actually an angel. It doesn't have wings, but the angel of death is an angel and it does come. I've actually talked to the angel of death. It's very pleasant. It's very pleasant, actually. It has a great job. It takes us to another place. So it's here. So you've got three angels on the table, but this one's a demon and it's got a totally different job. It teaches us lessons, but this is a lesson that's a hidden factor to you that you're not aware of. When I saw this, I was like, dude, the tower is going to come out next. It didn't, because I thought maybe like you guys had dodged a bullet or had an awakening. But your emotions are the Queen of Cups and Judgment. Now, I notice there are two queens here. Some of you might have been dealing with another air sign or a water sign, maybe another Libra, a Sagittarius, possibly a fixed sign, Taurus, Aquarius. I got Pisces, I got Capricorn here. But this is about learning major lessons about emotional maturity. Some of you are wanting a rebirth, but this is a rebirth from within. You know, you're hopeful that you've got your heart on straight. You know, we have our head on straight and we can have our heart on straight too. And you know, you're hoping that the judgment is like a car. It's almost like the star. It's like an absolute ending that makes way for a new beginning. We have judgment and then we have the world. That's big time when they come out like that in succession. So you're hopeful that you make good judgment calls. You hope that you've passed the right kind of judgment. Got another angel here. So many angels. And you're in your feelings and you're healing. And the final outcome for you now, as you finished out this karmic cycle, is temperance to the Ace of Swords. You are being divinely guided. You are co-creating with spirit. You are on the right track. Yeah, wings of love is temperance, moderation, balance, peace, calm. This is what it feels like, happiness, you know? It doesn't feel like this, and this. And I think your last cycle felt like this all the time, probably, which is probably why you're so shook, right? And it's natural for us to blame. Take responsibility. That will help with the ascension. Don't resist the change. Just surrender to what is. You can't change the situation. And you can't go back and change what you did, what you said, the what ifs are just the what ifs. Don't fight it. Just allow yourself to have peace. That's what temperance is balance and moderation and peace. Some of you have just kicked like a shit habit too, like a bad habit with the devil and the Ten of Swords and death and justice. That could be a health thing or an addiction. And you're like, I'm going to freaking quit that, whatever it is. I will win. I don't care how cold I have to be. I don't care how bad it hurts. I'll beat it. I just heard that now too. For some of you, it was an addiction or a relationship with a person that might have had an addiction. I just saw the Knight of Cups in reverse in my head. And just know that you're better off now. You will have happiness again. You will have perspective. Perspective is where you see something from a different point of view. The Hanged Man teaches you perspective. I feel like this is a commitment to you. This last cycle, this karmic cycle, it was just superficial. It was just a delay, but it was just a lesson. There's no like right or wrong choices on earth. The universe will just adjust around the decisions you make and the actions that you play out. And it just helps you along your journey. So try not to fight it because here's the world. You're the world now. You have completed this cycle. You're about to go through a new portal. It's Halloween, All Hallows Eve. Just let go of all the unhealthy relationships. You can't fix those people. They have to fix themselves. And it just surrender to what is right now. That surrender to what is looks like this Four of Cups. Take your minute to emotionally reevaluate. Take your minute to do that. But just know that you have a chance to go on a really good path now. I know some of you are afraid of getting hurt again. That's not necessarily bad, because that'll keep you from making this mistake again. This Page of Cups will come out again where you open up a little bit. Yeah, it'll come out again. Your dreams are not shattered. So you did it. You really did, Libra. Some of you that have closed out your karmic cycle that sucked so bad, you've done your time. Justice is now served. And out of the ashes, the phoenix will rise. You really are being guided by the divine. The universe is real, you guys. Anima Mundi, the universal soul, is real. And it listens to us and it watches us and it loves us. And you're part of that. So love yourself. Go towards the peace. Go towards the calm. Move away from the blame. Allow for the change. When you're ready to get up and make the change, you will. You will. But it won't happen unless you change it. You have a chance to do that now. Okay, Libra, so that was your karmic cycle reading. I was really blown away when all these cards came out. So for those of you that resonated with this, I hope that it helped you. I'm excited for those of you that are moving forward into new relationships, new jobs, new hobbies, new passionate pursuits. I wish you all the best of luck. Yeah. I really hope this helped. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.